first of all, I want to say that obviously we're winning. Tottenham aren't scoring against me. I said this already 2-0.
Jesus Christ.
Raw.
Rashford will be scoring. This will be Rashford's first goal of the Prem this season. And you guys keep on saying about Mason Mount and Bruno, but what you need to know with my manager is when something doesn't work, it changes. You get your chance, and then he just changes it.
Nah, Corey, I missed that. I missed the old Corey. Remember that Corey Casey? Remember that one? Feel like we're getting him back slowly but surely.
Bro, that Corey comes when you get a run of 3-4 results. You'll see that Corey again. If they, say for example, Montoya, if they beat you and get a draw to me or something like that, even if that doesn't get them anything at the end of the season, that Corey chest will be there. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's one of them ones. But no, listen, that's Corey. That's the version of you that we want back in it. So like, soon come. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we see that side of you. You're on mute, by the way, cause. But listen, we are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. Of course, big up the side community as well who's jumped in for the raid. Make sure you do smash the like button. We are 8 subscribers away from 8,800 subscribers. Slowly getting over the line, but let's get there ASAP and push on to 9K. So if you haven't subscribed already, we'd really appreciate it. 8 subscribers, over 100 people in here already. We can easily get there as well. Of course, there's a few things we need to speak about today. We're going to speak about Ivant, Toney to Manchester United, the news that has slowly, obviously, been surfacing. We don't know how much it's going to cost or what's going to happen with that, but it's looking like something that's possible. You know what I'm saying? So Ivant, Toney news that's there to speak about. And of course, we have the England squad tier list. Kobe Mainoo is starting for England against Belgium. So obviously, we only thought it'd be right to add some England tier list and who we think is going to make our 25. Is it 25 man in the squad? Is it 25? I'm up. 25 man in it, yeah. So to make our 25-man squad for the Euros, we've got a plethora of English players on the tier list, So it's going to be quick to see, it's going to be good to see who makes our own 25-man tier list. Obviously, you want to see who makes yours as well. We're going to get through it as a group, as a community. So chat, we need you guys involved, man. So again, smash the like button. Make sure you're commenting and you're active in the chat. And it's, let's get going. But first and foremost, Casey, Corey, what are you telling me? What we saying?
I'm blessed. I'm just busy laughing at Corey. I'm seeing Corey keep doing this, playing with his bit, like the little bit of the two hairs he has here, the two hairs he has there. It's just, bro, as soon as you mention Kobe Mainoo, man smiles like this and he's like this month. Just sitting there like this. It's just funny, man.
And it's weird because it's just very, very weird that you're looking for my personal reaction when someone mentions a name. You should just be focusing on.
Of course, look, you can't stop smiling now. You can't stop smiling now.
It's hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore. It's very hard to ignore.
Well, so the smile from Corey's face. Look, you can't get it off. He's trying his hardest.
That's making you. That's
get it off.
Making you bloody watch me, man. It's scary.
Anyway, bro, just say it, isn't it? Like again, he's starting today, and you're like,
literally.
No, because it's nice to watch.
You know what it is,
bro.
It's not just him. It's not just him. It's the United fan base, to be honest. Like right now, they've got someone who's played 18 games and is in the England squad, or so however many games it is. I don't know exactly, but it's a small amount of games. Basically 6 months. Let's say he's played for 6 months, and he's in the England squad. And these lot, but so they can't help. They can't help but say, and just be excited, which I don't blame them. He's a good player and everything, but some of them are taking it too far, saying that he's going to be in the Hall of Fame already, like he's already going to be like their players that, well, that's what I'm saying. There's just things I listen to, cause, and, it's out there that they think that, he's United's best player, like he's United's best player, hands down. Like people are saying Kobe Mainoo is their best player, and I know Corey. There's some part of Corey that agrees. Some part
I don't agree with that.
It's crazy, but nah, man. Big him up and big up Kobe for starting, bro. I like him as a player. All the bias and jokes aside, I think he's a good player. So it'll be nice to see him alongside Declan Rice today. And yeah, I don't even know the lineup myself, but
what did Flex say on DR?
Yeah, there we go. There you go. You got it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, this is what I'm saying, Chris. That's what's out there.
What did he say? What did he say? Hold on. What did he say?
He said that they were asking what current Premier League players can you see? Because they were talking about obviously the Hall of Fame and how Ashley Cole's just been added to it, and what players can they see that are playing now that can be in there? And obviously, Robbie said like maybe a Declan Rice, someone like that, or a Saka, and then Flex said Kobe Mainoo.
That's crazy.
This is it, man. This is it. So he's played a couple of games, not even this season.
How about this? All three of those shouts, none of them even won the Premier League.
This is it. Like, obviously, they said the Allisons, Trent, and obviously other players.
We're talking about English players. No, but we're talking about English players, though, innit? English players.
Yeah, no, but Gerrard's in the Hall of Fame and he ain't won.
Yeah, but man have won the Champions League. I'm talking about man have not won a major trophy. Like we got
no. Declan Rice captained the major trophy.
Or the Conference League.
Let's not act like it's a major trophy, G. From West Ham, bro, Gerrard was captaining Liverpool. Declan Rice is captaining West Ham, bro. There's levels in it.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's levels. Like Gerrard's captaining a better side.
Right.
No, all I'm saying is, with Kobe, like, well, man debuted in like November, fam. Like, bro, like we've been there for the journey as Man United fans. Maybe you guys have watched him and whatever. But obviously, as a Man United fan, you've watched this kid progress so much in such a short span that you can't not smile at the situation for him. Like, bro, the kid's 18 years of age. He's played an England game already against Brazil, and now he's starting against Belgium.
Friendly, and he came on 50 minutes, man.
Well, hold on a second. Was Saka's first England's performance? Was it in the Euros? No.
No, but do you know what it is? No. I feel like it's two things, isn't it? Do I feel like Kobe Mainoo is being overrated and overhyped instantaneously? Absolutely. But do I also think that Kobe Mainoo is actually probably a type of midfielder we haven't seen in a long, long time in the England setup? I generally think he's actually out of this world. Like, he's actually a ridiculously good footballer, especially for his age. But like, I feel like it's normal for teams to back their youngster and say he's going to be this or he's that. At the same time, I say, because I say, do I say you man are going way too far with it? Absolutely. But I think like what fan base wouldn't? What fan base wouldn't go that far?
Yeah.
Like, we did it with Trent. We did it with Trent. We were calling Trent the transcendence of the right back position. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone does it. Like Arsenal fans do it with Saka. We all do it, bro. Who
in hell allows someone to call him God's child?
No. He calls himself God's child, and we're all God's children. So let's not.
You run with it.
No. 1 second. You could probably find a million profiles that has God's child, God's this, God's that. So let's not. You not just fuck with that. Let's not do that.
Be as it may. I'm just extremely happy.
Yeah, he has it. That's the problem, fam.
Bro, like, I'm not saying this guy is like. Bro, like,
no. Look, you should say he's generational. He's generational already. He's not even,
like that's a stretch. That's a stretch. That's a
generational.
That's a generational. But what
was Ross Barkley generational when he came in and was dumping in that?
Like, do you remember Januzaj?
Like, bro, I'm not jumping on my man, innit?
Let's stop. Januzaj. Gosh.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a stretch, innit? But all I'm saying
is, like Januzaj when
I'm just happy for the guy, innit? I'm happy for my man. Like, he looks like a real talent. Like, you can see when he's playing,
he's already better than Pedri and Gavi.
But this is what I'm saying, fam.
It's not, isn't it? It's not. But like, I don't want to gas it up too much, innit? I'm not gonna gas it up too much, but I'm just really happy for my man. Like when you mentioned his name,
I'll be honest. Do you know? As like what Ali A said, I feel like the generational thing, like it's hard to like see generational until we've kind of seen it for a little bit longer. Not even a little bit, just longer.
Until it's been 6 months.
Wait, hold on a second. Why is Jude generational? Why is Jude generational? Why is Jude Bellingham generational?
Do you know what I'll say with Jude? I'll say I don't even think Jude's world class. By the way, that's my hot take. I don't think Jude's world class at the moment.
Why is he?
What I say with Jude? The only thing I'll say with Jude is that to go to Real Madrid and be their top scorer from midfield is out of this. That's dumb.
That's dumb.
Like, bro, the McManaman.
I've seen him take England games by the scruff of his neck as well.
Casey, you know, going to Real Madrid and doing that is called a Galactico.
Yeah,
you gotta be a Galactico.
Yeah.
He's doing a Galactico, bro. That's what he's doing.
Like that's the Ronaldo type beat. Like when he came to Real Madrid, just started slapping in bare goals.
No, but he's an attacker. He's an attacker. He's a winning attacker.
Like, for Jude to do that, it's ridiculous.
Jude is a youth from Stylebridge, bro. He's a youth from Stylebridge, bro.
It's ridiculous, but I want a major trophy.
Wait, Montel, look at this.
I want a major trophy.
He's about to win the league. Name a midfielder better than Kobe right now. Wait, a midfielder? Are you talking about a young midfielder or a midfielder? What are you talking about?
I think he meant young midfielder.
You hope you meant young midfielder.
I think he meant young midfielder.
All right, cool.
Bro, someone could say De Bruyne.
This goes into you lot aren't gonna like this comparison that I'm about to make in it. And by the way, I think Kobe Mainoo is better than the person I'm about to mention. He is better, but it's the same situation that what our fan base did for no reason.
Who are you gonna mention?
If he says who I think it is.
So Casey, remember last season with Liverpool in the mud, and Stefan Bajcetic was looking very unbelievable.
Yeah, looking dumb.
He was looking dumb. But you got to remember the roadkill that surrounded him.
This is it.
The absolute dross in our midfield. Yeah. So when he's getting the ball, recycling it, flicking it, doing a little scorpion kick pass that he did, that everyone has that one image of him doing, bro, man were telling me, but I said has to start for Liverpool next year. Has to start. Yeah, he's a starter. He's there to start. Start.
All that stuff's a stretch. Yeah. I just think all that stuff's a stretch, isn't it? I think it's a stretch. But what I will say
I still think he's hard. I think it's just hard. We all sat there last year and said, "Oh, you know what? You got a good one there." But that's it.
That's it. Yeah. For now, that's it. That's the way I see it.
He ain't played in a year. He ain't kicked a football in a year.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, bro, I can't remember what film it was, but like, it's like basically it was some American movie, and the guy and some kid was like, he was playing American football, and he was kicking the ball.
Corey. Sorry. It's been so long.
Well, laddie.
Since I've seen the brother in the flesh. Laddie, you can't just pop in like that, bro. And listen, my good friend.
I ain't seen Laddie in time, fam.
My good friend, fam. How times have changed. Hey, Laddie,
not really. Not really. We spoke last season, and I told you last season in like February, March, that next season, the season we're in now, that Arsenal can win the Champions League. And lo and behold, everyone's saying Arsenal can win the Champions League. So
no, you also said Arsenal.
My friend, you're 11th.
Yeah, I know Chelsea are 11th. I know, but what's your point?
Yeah, man. That's just.
But anyway, yeah. Back to my point, innit? Yeah, like they saw the kid like doing so well, like just kicking the ball from far. Yeah, getting it through the whatever it is. I don't even know football like rugby or American football like that anyway. But he was doing what he was meant to be doing. He was doing it at a good level. Yeah. Then the brother broke his leg, and it just all died out. Yeah, it just all died out. And for me, I don't want to put Kobe on this pedestal. Be like, brother's world class. Brother's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Brother's basically a legend already. This, that. I don't want to do that. and then like something happens and he can't do that, God forbid. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm just happy for the kid, innit? Like he's
I
came
get that.
through. He came through last season. He came through this season. It's been like 6 months. The brothers made a debut in what do you call it, in the Premier League. Made a debut in the Champions League. Made a what do you call it? Played well in a cup in a lot of games this season. Yeah, scored a beautiful goal. Yeah, this season as well, and he's in the England squad. Like I'm just happy for the kid, innit? Like it's just good to see this little. It's good to see Carrington
But
producing
now this
talent.
is where
It's good to see Carrington producing talent, bro.
this is where the gas comes out because they can't contain themselves and
But I can't
and
contain.
put
Wait,
and
who am I
put
not?
this brother on a pedestal that I don't even disagree that he is gonna get there. I think he is. Like if you ask me, do you think Kobe can reach? Bro, I think he could be up there with the best. Like I literally,
I think
and
he
this
could
is,
as well.
I'm not even joking. I
I'm not
think
gonna
he could
sit
be with
in
the best.
and start doing that, bro.
But what I will say is the best isn't the best. The people that are up there that are the best, it's not just talent in it. That's what I will say. It's not just talent. And yes, he has all the talent and attributes to get there. I agree. There's so many players that do, but there's so much more to it than just talent. So these are the other things that I'm gonna have to see and watch develop and see if he actually can become that player because
Yeah,
it's
bro.
undeniable that he has the talent to do it. So we'll just wait and see. Because there's many players that I've looked at and thought, you know what? If you had a bit of talent, you've got the work ethic, but you're just not naturally gifted enough to reach that level. He is. So let's see if he can do add the rest to his game
That's it, bro.
and kick on. I think
That's
it's
the
just
way I
that,
see
man.
it, innit? Like I'm just happy for the kid, innit? I hopefully,
Yeah,
God willing,
stop doing
he
the innocent
progresses
thing.
into
Though.
the talent.
That's not how you've been portraying it. So stop doing the innocent thing. Like that.
Why? Because it's my job to pick up my players.
But you're doing the innocent thing. Like, yeah, man, it's just been the innocent big up, man. That's how it's been since Kobe's come in. No, it's not. But anyway, that's
what
fine.
else have I
I've
done?
already said it's okay to overrate it.
We
We did it. Like I've lived it. You know, we've all lived it. We've all lived it.
Listen, I'm just watching a young Jack Buller do well. It's just like,
we said Trent redefined the right back position at the age of 18. We all do it.
Yeah,
We all do it.
Yeah, but then Trent also backed that up.
Trent
backed that up though.
Yeah, he backed
Trent backed that up though.
But
I like.
they could have had
I
egg on their
think
face.
England are doing what Mainoo what they've done with so many young England players, man. I don't think he should be in the England.
They call him what Stockport Cedar.
What? Who? Foden?
No, they call Mainoo Stockport Cedar.
That's just copying the City Stockport Iniesta, though, and they call Foden the Stockport Iniesta.
Because they're from Stockport, innit?
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek was a bad boy when he come. Oh, Loftus-Cheek was fake.
But you see, this is what England fans do. Like I remember people comparing Loftus-Cheek with Pogba.
What? Cool, you didn't know about Loftus-Cheek before? Loftus-Cheek,
he was great. He's not better. He wasn't better than Mainoo, though.
No, you know
what
I mean?
Yeah. Like, bro,
do you see what I mean? A man's played.
Loftus-Cheek had everything. Like in the midfield,
Donny had a young player at that time to another young player. That's it. I'm comparing two young players at that time.
Yeah, bro. Loftus-Cheek was fucked, you know. He was fucked.
That's great.
He was great. Bro. Donny was built like he was 29. He had the mad feet. Like he was quick, he was strong, and he was just built. He was just built like an android at a mad young age. And then he just got injuries and I'll be real, Corey. Like you're doing it again, fam. Like
how? Because I'm comparing a young player to another young player.
Like
what is so wrong with that? I'm comparing two young players. I'm not comparing.
You just said he's better. Like he's better.
No, I said I don't think he's better. And I said I don't think he's better. That's my opinion.
Sean,
your opinion is you think he's better. That's cool.
Sean, I would say we Liverpool fans don't hype their youngsters because we haven't had a great academy like that. We had a gap in it. But the ones that do make it well, the ones that like actually make it, we make them out like they're the best in the world because we don't get a lot of them in the recent times. So you see, like when we actually found the Trent, that Trent was like, Yeah, there's nothing like Trent. That's the best thing we've ever seen. There's nothing like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's simple as that.
Who did you guys? I remember you guys brought someone through. What was that?
These lot were saying Garnacho was generational when he jumped on.
100%, bro. The
Garnacho showed a bit about it.
Listen, I think Garnacho is going to be cold.
I agree. But this is it. Corey. My point is, before Kobe, it was Garnacho. Before Garnacho, it was Greenwood. Before, you know what I'm saying? There's always someone that is going to break all the barriers for everything. They're going to take over the planet.
Remember when I said Garnacho is not even better than Harvey Elliott? Remember when I said when Garnacho was playing well and I said he's not even better than Harvey Elliott? Corey was so incensed by that. Corey was so offended by it. Offended.
Hold on a second. First of all, I'm gonna answer all of that. Yeah, Garnacho, fair enough. He who we won't mention was meant to be generational. There is no twos about that. Like there was, in my personal opinion, no one could compare to that kid. I'll be absolutely honest. No one could compare to that kid. Yeah, and Kobe, I've learned my lesson. I'm just saying, I'm happy he's doing well. Just happy the kid's doing well, bro. That's it.
Do you not think he's getting too much too soon?
Huh? No, because we all do it. I think as fan bases, we want to see our academy prospects shine in it. So we're automatically going to put them on pedestals that they might not deserve to be on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, bro, remember what, Casey, you've gone from Garnacho to Greenwood. You forgot about Palestri.
Palestri, they rated, but it wasn't. No,
it wasn't the same hype. It wasn't the same hype as Garnacho. It wasn't the same hype as Garnacho.
No, he didn't.
I was still hearing Palestri.
If you're gonna throw Palestri in there, I throw Ahmad in there in the same thing because they're both saying that.
Let's not act like the Ahmad type wasn't there when he came.
That isn't the same though, Montel.
I agree, it's not the same, Corey.
The three players you've mentioned is Greenwood, Garnacho, and Kobe because they're all from Carrington.
But this is it. My thing is, Garnacho came in, and when he came in and done it, showed a bit of energy, took on 2-2 man, got a little goal and a little assist. It was, this guy is gonna be the next. He's gonna be the next big thing. I'm thinking, 1 second, slow down. He's a good player, but now Kobe's come in. Oh my gosh, Kobe, he's generational, this and that, best midfielder, best player. Like, I get United have like yourself, Montel, and maybe it hasn't been spoken about enough. Their academy hasn't been great. Like, United's academy hasn't been great the last couple years.
I said
like, it ain't been great.
Wait, hold on a second. What academy has been?
Bro, this is what I'm saying. No one asked that question. I'm talking
Chelsea
about
where?
yours.
Chelsea where?
I'm talking about your academy.
Chelsea have the best youth. Like, Chelsea have the best youth.
Montel, don't fall into Corey's trap. We are talking about Corey's academy.
Where are they playing? Where are they playing?
Else's.
Where are they playing? Where are these Chelsea
playing? Where's Solanke, Tomori, and all those guys? That generation was ridiculous.
Solanke and Tomori. Solanke's at Bournemouth.
Yeah, but Solanke went to Liverpool as well. He went to Liverpool, bro.
And he stomped to high heaven. Which made you tell him?
He didn't stink, bro. He was just like, bro, he's a young player that was never going to start. He signed as the best player. Even so, bro, Solanke is now one of the top scorers in the Premier League. Tomori is a starter for AC Milan. Tammy Abraham wasn't fancied by Chelsea fans, but still goes to Europe and bangs goals in the Italian league. Look, Tarek Lamptey has come from Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Musiala come from Chelsea, bro. Do you do your research, bro? All these men come from Chelsea, bro.
Wait, what is Tarek Lamptey doing now?
Yeah, but that's one player.
He's sitting in reserve.
He's a Premier League footballer. He's a Premier League footballer.
Mentioned, wait, hold a second. There's other ones. Wait, was Mason Mount from Chelsea?
Of course.
Or was he from? Yeah, if Mason Mount, I hear it. Mason Mount, I hear it. Obviously, he's done well at Chelsea, and he's gone on to play for Manchester United, so I hear it.
Tino Livramento and Jamal Musiala are from Cobham.
I said Musiala, Lamptey.
Yes. I hear
it. Corey, there's bear.
Come on, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but hold a second.
Relax,
okay,
man.
Wait, hold a second. Either way, besides from that, what youth players have Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, and even any other Premier League club produced that's doing well now, besides from their respective clubs. So obviously you got Saka that's from your club. Have you got any other youth players from your club doing well at other teams?
Gnabry.
Yeah.
How far back are we gonna go with this?
Yeah, but Corey,
Corey,
Casey's not sitting here saying that that's not true. He's saying that like you laughed. He mentioned we laughed at Liverpool's academy, but not many others. Like there hasn't been like you've just made the point. Who else has been producing all these players that have come through and are doing things that other teams?
No issue, Montel. Well, just like you just said, Solanke, I've got Pereira playing for Fulham.
Yeah. But that's again, but Corey, my point is Corey, that you've just
Pereira didn't come from your academy.
But hold on.
Oh, you can say Corey. You can say Harry Kane.
Allow me.
Willock. Corey Willock. Willock.
Have some shame.
Either way, Corey, I'm just saying. Corey, hold on, Corey. I'm just saying your point.
What did you say, Adam? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Arsenal can't claim Kane. He's Spurs. You can't claim Kane.
I'm just saying,
you can't. Danny says Corey 100% believes Kobe will be in the Hall of Fame. Big up Danny for the super chat, and big up Mr. Nicky goes. Tom Cleverley was supposed to be generational. Oh my God, clevers.
Yeah, Corey, a man like Jay Lings. That guy's doing drip checks in China. Allow me, fam. Man's doing drip checks.
Stop it.
Get out of here, man.
Stop it. All I'm saying is, can we say now, Casey and Corey, that it was a bit cheeky for you lot to get onto my academy when really no one was really producing craziness. No one was really producing.
No, but you know what it was, Montel? Your academy seemed like it was whoever had the most energy was making it. That's it looked like your academy was producing bare brothers. Just bare brothers. No, they didn't have to. But
I'm saying it can seem like that, but what you lot were saying was just stupid. It was just dumb because no one else is really producing at a high rate. As I said,
not at a high rate. Do you know what it is? Chelsea are
I just know it was just poor ball. It was just poor ball knowledge. This is just
no. You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is? Because you never played your youth, and when you did, they stuck.
No, it wasn't about. Hold on, it wasn't about that. We were moving, especially when we were like winning the league. When we won the league and won the Champions League, no one's breaking into that team. Same with Chelsea, yeah. Apart from obviously of the latter, bro. When your team is elite like that, yeah, it's very rare that a young player will come in and actually like displace anyone in a team that's doing that well. You know what I'm saying? It was literally just Trent. It was literally just Trent at that time. Yeah, obviously there was a few others that had a little bit of a shout who would come in and look okay. As I said, Curtis Jones looked okay when he came in, when he scored a goal versus Everton. Obviously, then he kind of regressed in that. But Curtis Jones was never ever going to play like in front of Henderson, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum. And then you had Oxlade-Chamberlain, who was actually still good at the time before he started getting mad injuries. Like he was never. There was a mad pecking order because we were that good. But man weren't listening because they wanted to do the cackling thing. United was shit. So players could come through and look half decent. Because United was shit.
No. At the same time, right now, Man United had this long-lasting thing of bringing through a youth player every season.
And also, Montel, what I will say is the reason why we kind of got onto you as well is because Klopp had this whole thing around him that he can turn water into wine. And obviously... no, and that's not a violation. That's not a violation. That's not a violation. Before Corey starts. I know, Montel, I'm agreeing. Don't take it as a violation because Corey started laughing in it. I'm saying he had the thing where he turns water into wine, but we didn't see that with the academy. Like, I've seen him turn a Robertson into a world-class player.
Because we are a winning team, bro. Because we're a winning team. Why is that so hard to comprehend? Like, it's not hard to comprehend. Your academy teams are gonna, bro. Look how many young players.
What do you mean by that?
Again, by the way, I separate Chelsea from this. I actually separate Chelsea from this because their academy is just been busted from day, and it will always be busted. They'll just keep producing crazy talent.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Tell them. Educate yourself.
But what City players were coming through in the academies when they were winning Prem after Prem after Prem after Prem? What City players are coming through?
Foden, Rico Lewis.
No. Rico Lewis is recent. Before Foden, around
He's
that
been
Foden
last
time.
2 years, bro.
Cole Palmer.
Who? Like, come
Cole
on, bro.
Palmer.
No, when they were who were playing? Who were playing?
What do you mean playing? Bro, they were playing, bro.
No. Cole Palmer was getting the same game time as Curtis Jones. So I don't want to hear that. But Curtis Jones was getting way more game time than Cole Palmer when Cole Palmer was at Man City. You're not going to do that.
If you wasn't winning Premier Leagues then.
Bro.
But you wasn't winning Premier Leagues.
Curtis Jones came through the season we won the Premier League. That's the season he came through. This season we won the Premier League.
Okay. But
right. So I'll ask you again. Apart from Foden, and don't give me Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis came in at right back and played like 5 games. I don't want to hear that. Like, come on, bro.
Wait, did you say Curtis Jones debuted when you won the Premier League?
No. It's just Foden. It's just Foden that was in that team playing, at least getting a decent amount of game time. When we played, it was just Trent. It was just Trent and maybe Curtis Jones, and he wasn't good enough. So people wouldn't even really give Curtis Jones no clout because he weren't good enough. But he was all right, okay, at a stretch. So again, the point is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Man United were knackered, so you can afford to bring players forward. It's simple as that. Spurs.
No, Monjo. Stop saying
simple
that.
As that,
Monjo, we bring through a youth every season. You bring through a youth every season. It's been like that for years. Like over 100 years. Man United bring through a youth every season.
Right.
I think it's like I think we're the only club that's done that. I think it's coming.
Yeah, but we're saying it again that your academy has not been as glitz and glamour as you said it is, bro.
Cool. You can't. If you're flooding the market with doo, no one cares, fam.
Yeah.
Like
no one's saying.
You told us Iqbal was the truth.
Like this shining light, bro. I'm not saying that I used to be this shining light. Bro.
Yeah, but that's my point, bro. Yeah, you was.
But it's been 10 times better than yours.
But you were laughing, huh? Say that again.
Do you remember when Iqbal was the truth?
It's been 10 times better than mine, but you haven't produced a player better than Trent in how long? But it's my point, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're flooding the market with again. What are you really flooding the market?
What did you produce?
I'm asking you, what did you flood the market?
And you're at the peak of your game.
What did you flood the market?
At the peak of your game now, and who else have you produced?
What did you flood the market with? What did you? I asked you first. What did you flood the market with?
What?
What did you flood the market with from your academy?
Flood the market with, like sold. What are you trying to say? Why does selling the player?
Last 10, 15 years.
Why does selling the player determine how good the player is?
Like, I'll be honest, the only clear players, like we're talking, the only real talents, we're talking serious, crazy talents you and have really brought through, I'll just say is probably Marcus Rashford. And if we want to go back further, we could say Paul Pogba. If you want to go back really far, and I even say Pogba didn't even develop at Man United.
Who did you produce? That's my question.
No, I said, bro, in terms of the world-class talent, it's only Trent. No, it's only Trent in terms of what we're talking worldy talent.
That's the reason why we got you. That's the
no, but
reason
you're
why
not producing the world-class talent. But you're not producing world-class talent, bro.
What do you mean, bro? Our thing goes back as far as 92, when we talk about our talents coming through. You ain't got that. You don't even have that. We can go back and look at Arsenal. We'll say Jack Wilshere, Cesc Fabregas. The list goes on. When we look at you, you say Trent, and that's it. That's our point.
You're giving me, and when I'm talking serious talent, I'm not talking about guys that were just decent and good and had a little bit. Bro, Jack Wilshere was good when he was 16.
Like 8 players that were all world class.
You know what happened to Jack Wilshere. You know what happened to Jack Wilshere. You man was bringing through man like Danny Welbeck and that, and trying to compare him to Sturridge, bro. That's what you man were really doing.
Well, Arsenal bought him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Corey. I'm not going back as far as the 92 stuff. Liverpool we've had serious man come through our academy, bro. Joke man, like serious man come through our academy. But I'm talking about the last 15-ish years. I'm not talking about
your mic.
Yeah,
sorry, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's crackling now.
Hold on. There's feedback. I hear feedback. Hold on. Can you hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
Is it clear?
Is
it clear?
Yeah, Laddie disappeared.
Bro, it's crackling up on my one, but maybe it's me.
You might have cracking up for me as well. Hold on. Let me jump in and jump out. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, man. But Liverpool, though.
Yeah, anyway, man. Get that little fucker out. Anyway, man.
You see Liverpool's youth. I ain't with it. Oh, hey, Monts. Let me get back. What did you say, Monts, sir?
It's sounding up right now.
Oh, it's me that's cracking out.
Oh,
all right. Let me leave and come back. One sec.
Yeah, go fix that.
Yeah, sort out. Actually. Yeah, as I said, Corey, you're going back to the old times, and I said, but what you're not doing is you're not being balanced enough in what you've produced. When I asked you the question, I asked you what have you given, what have you done in terms of big talents. I gave you Marcus Rashford, and then between now and the last 10-15 years, you haven't given me anyone else.
PP. PP.
Who?
Paul Pogba.
Yeah, and again, even that's like was. Could you really even say that's the development from you, Paul Pogba? I feel like that, or even that. Like,
won the World Cup.
Bro, come on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Won the World Cup.
Like, he left you when he was how old? Like, when he was how old? Come on, bro.
I can sit there.
Like, that's it's shameless to say. It's shameless to say Paul Pogba. Like,
Zaha.
It's very shameless to say Paul Pogba. You know what I'm saying?
Zaha. Yeah.
Zaha.
What now?
Come on.
What now?
Come on, man. Like, it's silly. Zaha, like, it's bro, like, it's actually killing me. Like,
bro, it's truth though, isn't it? It's the truth, bro.
I might as well say, Raheem Sterling. Raheem fucking Sterling.
You did make Raheem, bro. Be proud of that, bro. You made that.
Like,
you know what? I totally forgot about that. Fair enough. Big you up. You actually made Raheem Sterling.
And even then, we signed him at 16. So could you even say?
Did you say Zaha?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, Big Z.
Say Zaha.
Yeah.
Zaha didn't come from United's academy.
No, but I'm not saying he grew up from the age of like 5 and went through the academy and I'm not saying that. But he was at my youth.
No, he wasn't in your academy at all.
Be it under 23s, be it bloody under 18s, be it whatever.
Bro, no. He wasn't in. This guy was in the championship, ripping it up. He wasn't in your academy at all. He was at Cardiff. I think.
Signed him for one season. He didn't back.
Was Zaha playing for my club? Did he play for Manchester United?
Doesn't matter though. That's not the point of the conversation.
He played for your, but he didn't play for any of your youth sides.
Did you play?
But he didn't play for any of your youth sides.
He mentioned Zaha. He mentioned
Zaha.
He said Zaha and Pogba.
You run with it.
You didn't.
Zaha
didn't come from your academy.
But hold on a second. Then I will sit there and say, well,
wait, hold on. Wait, yeah. What age did Zaha sign? Because I'm pretty. What age did Zaha sign? JC saying he signed. Was it 20 years?
Zaha was ripping it up in the championship, bro.
Yeah, 20 years old. That's youth. I don't want to hear that. 20 years old back then was youth.
I'll be honest. Corey, I'll be so real, Corey. If we're gonna have a balanced argument, and you gotta be balanced, bro. Don't just spout nonsense. Just spout nonsense.
Cool. But first of all, Montel, 20 years old back then was youth.
Wait, Montel, man said Moyes.
20 years old is classed as a man.
Corey,
that's like Chelsea. That's like Chelsea fans trying to claim Palmer. That's like Chelsea fans trying to claim Cole Palmer. Like, no.
Because the difference is that now 20 years old is you're considered as a man playing the game. Back then it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that,
bro. Zaha was playing championship games.
That's cool, I get that. But at the same time, 20 years old back then was considered youth. 20 years old now, like Saka,
Corey, the fact that you're still fighting this is mad.
It's considered a man.
Just let it go.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like, at the end of the day, 20 years old back then is youth.
Stop it. Let it go.
Corey, he's not a youth prospect or come from your academy. End of story.
Big up Zaha, man. Big him up 10 times, man. Carrington thing. Don't worry about that.
Anywho, the point is that like I'm not trying to fly back. I'm not flying back to like the Gerrard, the McManamans, and the Owens and that. I'm not bringing up those guys. I'm just trying to keep it the last 10-15 years or so in it. And I think it's cheeky for you to laugh at academies when the guys that you was bringing through, I'm sorry, they ain't really made no noise apart from Marcus Rashford.
Wait, 1 second.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously we talk about the guy who should not be named. You know what I'm saying? There's him as well. And but obviously that's off the pitch issues in it. I think he would have been, of course, his ceiling would have been very, very high. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But again, Casey, we're talking ones and twos, Casey. Corey's laughing like he's been doing it in 5s and 6s. It's been 1s and 2s, bro.
United's record
And
United's record of always having
it's
United product in the squad. It comes from players like Twanzebe and Fosu Mensah and Borwick and players like that. Like these stat pad squad fillers. Like, no,
thank you.
We're not getting gassed about them. No.
Thank you, Latimus.
Michael Keane.
No, remember
Michael Keane.
Yeah, no, but bro, it was like,
and some of them have been alright. Like again, Lingard was one of the better ones. Lingard was one of the better ones.
Bro, Lingard was one of the better ones, despite all the laughs and jokes, and we get onto him. He was. Wait, what's this?
No, I've always liked Lingard. I think Lingard's a good player. Don't take my seriously. Lingard was a good player, but
it's crazy.
It's one of them ones, isn't it? Like
McTominay.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, Corey, I'm just saying is put the tribalism down for a second, bro. Just put the tribalism down. You know what I'm saying? And understand it's okay. Like you made a point at the start of the stream saying, who have you produced? Who have Arsenal produced? Who have this produced? Who have that produced? That just goes against what that whole point alone goes against what you were saying.
What I'm trying to say is, you have made Trent. Yeah, Trent is very successful. But besides from that, I don't hear anything else. At least, even if they're not world-class talents, top of the game, everything, at least we're bringing through some players. You haven't brought through anybody.
What?
Anybody. You haven't brought through no one after Trent. Who else? After Trent's debuted, who else have you brought since then?
Liverpool didn't need to bring in anyone because they were competing for titles.
Latimus, that was my point. I said we were so good, no player was going to get into that team. That's the exact point. Casey, did I not just say that? Did I not say?
Yes, Montel, I heard you say that, Montel. But when Manchester United were winning, when we were winning, we were still bringing through youth. That's a fact.
Who were you bringing through?
In 1998. In 1998.
Yeah, but Corey,
I'm not saying they're successful or not, Montel. I barely see any youth players play at your team. Like besides from this,
they shouldn't. Listen, look at Arsenal, right? Arsenal fans complain about. There are Arsenal fans who will complain about who's that guy, Ethan Nwaneri, not getting game time. You know why he doesn't get game time? Because you don't have time to play youth players when you're in a title race. You don't have time. You're trying to win. When you're at the highest level, you don't have time to bleed in a 16-year-old. When you're like a Man United or Chelsea in the cauldrons, or Arsenal where they were like a couple of years ago, or where Liverpool were a decade ago in the cauldrons, you can bleed through a young player and hope they develop and become good. But when you're competing for titles and trying to win, you don't have time.
We were winning titles back to back during the 2000s, the early 2000s, and obviously end of 2013. During that time, we've brought through players.
2013.
Times then, Corey.
No, who did you bring through 2013? Who did you bring through 2013?
I'm not saying on 2013 we brought someone through, but I'm saying during that time of us winning, we were bringing through players. So we were still winning. We were still competing.
Who?
What do you mean who?
No, they weren't. Do you know what it is, Corey? That's very
let me know who. Let me know who, because when you say
you bought
Botner.
No. I'm not saying they need to be directly from Liverpool product early. I'm saying that he has to be a young kid that's barely played, and you've brought him through to make him a man. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
okay. Botner wasn't good. You sold him.
Botner was alright.
Botner wasn't good.
The only one I remember is Makeda when he scored the goal. Everyone else drops. I don't want to hear it. Like again, that you're acting like you're doing this.
Tom Cleverley wasn't good. That's why he went to Watford. You had Adam Danazat had a wonder season and fell off.
So Corey, what do you mean? Because what do you mean when you say these players aren't good? Because if you want to go a tier below the Trents and the Rashfords and the Fodens and that, if you want to go the tier below and the Sakas, if you want to go a tier below that, Liverpool, we do have players, but they're not good enough for us to be like really going. I'm
asking you during your successful period, even like since Klopp, who else have you tried to bring through? That's what I want to know.
So Curtis Jones is one of them. So Curtis Jones is one of them. Bajcetic came through last season, but guess why he came through? Because everyone else was a pile of shit.
And that's my point. And that's my point. And that's
my
point.
No,
that's why I lost.
That proves the point. Because we weren't.
Your club knew that they were shit. They were all shit.
No.
They were
That
never going
proves
to make it.
Corey, that proves Latimer's point. That proves Latimer's point. The fact that Liverpool weren't. That was the season Liverpool weren't pushing for no prem.
Hold on a second. They don't need to be world class.
So Corey,
no,
you're priding yourself.
You remember?
Hold on. You're priding yourself.
Hold on. Let me land my point. Let me land my point for a second. The reason why I'm saying that I said specifically is because Liverpool, that was the one season Liverpool weren't playing at the top of their game. We went from chasing the quad to being ninth. And
more than I hear that.
Hold on. So then you look at players like, I don't know, a Harry Wilson, who was never good enough to play for Liverpool, but still plays at a Premier League level. You look at Nico Williams, he still plays at a Premier League level.
He's not dead though.
Yeah, but months. You mentioned Nico Williams.
I'm asking you to tell me.
Nico Williams and Harry Wilson are the equivalent of the same equivalent of a Tom Cleverley. It's the same level. They're not good enough.
You know what's funny? Yeah, Corey's priding himself on. I'm bringing through youth, no matter what. My good days, my bad days, I'm bringing through youth. If you're bringing through all of this youth, Corey, and we're struggling to name 5 players that are of proper quality, what's the point, bro? Like, really and truly, what is the point, fam?
What do you mean? What's the point?
What's the point? Because Corey, everyone can churn out. Corey, everyone could churn out. Get a player from the youth, get him to play a couple games, and keep up a stat that I get youth out every year. You know what I'm saying? I could play a youth in a Carabao Cup game, FA Cup game, and my status quo is still there. You get my point.
You know what, Casey? It's not
like a Chelsea that I'm producing.
I like to see my youth come through and play. If you think your youth is that dead, and if my youth is that dead, I still want some players trying to come through and
that's great, and that's great.
But players do come through. Players do come through. You said apart from you told me once who's come through after Trent. I gave you 5 names, bro.
That's what I said. I asked you to tell me. You told me. I said I hear that. I said fair enough. I haven't said anything to that.
So it goes back to my point. The point you was making was stupid. Then, as I said, the point you was making was a lack of knowledge as opposed to it was tribalism and a lack of knowledge.
Do not come. Hold on a second. At the same time, Monto, do not agree with Casey when he says, "Oh, I'd rather not bring through youth players because my team is doing so well because I feel like they're not going to do well." That's just stupid.
That's not what I said.
That's stupid, though.
That's not what I said.
But I agree.
Casey,
if you're chasing Premier Leagues, you have to be very careful.
Youth players when my team is doing well.
That's not what I said.
Liverpool, months. If Trent was not the level he was, he would not have been part of your Premier League winning team.
How about this? If Klein didn't break his back or get his back injury, we didn't even know who Trent was.
Monto, how about that? If United strikers wasn't out, Monto, if United strikers wasn't out, Rashford ain't getting no chance.
Thank you.
How about that? How about that?
Wait, hold on a second. Maybe Rashford, because Rashford wasn't seen as a good talent. I hear the Rashford, he wasn't seen as a good talent. Kobe got his chance, and Casemiro and them.
But Corey, he's your biggest star.
Garnacho got his chance.
20 years.
Garnacho got his chance when
you man are shit. Because you man were shit. You remember shit?
Hold on, no.
Wait, Corey, did Garnacho get his chance off merit?
Why did Garnacho get his chance?
Garnacho got his chance last season.
Do you think Garnacho is coming through?
Garnacho got his chance last season. Was we shit last season?
No.
He was not shit.
Why, Corey? You weren't shit. Hold on. There's a difference between coming through when you lot are third and winning the Carabao Cup as opposed to going and winning the Premier League and the Champions League, bro. There's levels. Garnacho ain't getting a sniff if United are going for champs and Premier Leagues, bro, in the same season. Not getting a sniff. He's not good enough. You know what? He'll get one game in the Carabao Cup. He'll get one 2 starts in the Carabao.
That's absolute cap. I'll tell you this for a fact. When we're winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues again, youth players are still going to get their chance at my club. They will still get their chance.
Corey, hold on. They may get a chance.
Why are you lying?
They may get a chance, but will they be integral?
Fair enough. I'm telling you,
it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. He really got his chance under Ten Hag. Yes, he may have played. That's cool. but he got his chance under Ten Hag, did he not? I'm not talking about his debut. I don't care about his debut. I'm talking about getting a chance.
Either way, the only club I believe in the Premier League, the only club who can have serious youngsters while still competing for the Premier League and still play them is probably Chelsea. And even then, there was a time when Mourinho was there, but not many of them were getting a chance. Then I tell you that.
Months. Even that is a myth. Chelsea produce, we churn out like we churn out quality like Premier League level players, but the majority of them are not elite. When you look at who we've produced, Mason Mount is not elite. Gallagher is not elite. Colwell, I think he's a good centre back, but he's not elite. We don't Solanke, Tammy Abraham, these guys are not elite. We've only produced Musiala. You could argue Reece James, but he's injury prone. You could argue Christensen. There's only a few very elite world-class players that we produced. The majority of them are squad fodder. And that's the point. If you're at Chelsea or Man United, players like Mount and Garnacho are good enough. But if you're at Liverpool or you're at City or you're at Arsenal trying to win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, you don't have time to waste on Garnacho. You don't have time to waste on Mason Mount. You don't have time to waste on these players because they're not good enough.
There we go.
If Liverpool didn't have this injury crisis, you would not be seeing these 18-year-old teenagers.
Like Doken. You think I'll be hearing about Clark and Doken, this and that, fam? Forget it. Forget about it.
If man were fit, these men aren't getting a sniff, bro.
Bro. And I don't want to even, I wouldn't hear nothing about them, bro.
Not unless they're good enough.
Now, anyway.
But listen, big up the Hergen for the super chat. Goes big up Monts and the crew. We appreciate you. He's also gifted another 10 big Sixpence membership. I mean, there's like 80 members now just because of the Hergen alone. So big up yourself, man.
Big up, man. We're seeing them green badges by people's names, man.
We've had to punch brick walls while arguing with Corey today, but I think we got there in the end. I'm not too sure. When he comes back to the mic, we'll have to see. There's still 10 minutes before the end of the stream. Do you guys want to go to the Toney subject, or you guys want to make this England squad quickly and select 25 players on the tier list? Or do you guys want to save that for tomorrow's stream?
Yeah, we'll save that for tomorrow because there's a few names that I think are going to make the list that
warrant a conversation. That's fine. So let's talk about Ivan Toney. Let's talk about Ivan Toney to Manchester United. Obviously, big up everyone in the chat, basically. And make sure you're smashing the like button as well, by the way. Still 135 people in the house. Ivan Toney to Manchester United, yeah. I'm not going to lie. You look at all the other teams that have strikers. Obviously, Liverpool spent big on Darwin Núñez. You look at Manchester City, obviously, have Erling Haaland in that position as well. You look at maybe Tottenham and Chelsea are probably the runners. You could look at a Toney. Arsenal were looking at him, but we're not sure what's going on there. He's dividing opinions a little bit. I think he'd do well at Manchester. I think he'll probably do well at Man U, Chelsea, and
I think he'll do well anywhere.
Yeah, but like, which one? Do you think United is a move that he'll look at that will entice him more than the Chelsea and the Spurs? Or would you look at maybe Ange's project and go, if Richard's over there bagging 10 to 12, what can I do in that position? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think maybe he's looking at Richarlison going, I'm better than you? That you're not better than me. You know
I don't want Toney.
I'll be real. If
that's it, 50 M's and I'll take him. Nothing else.
Can you afford to be making claims like that at the level you're at right now?
Yeah, I can, because at the end of the day, I'd rather spend the money we have on other situations. In my personal opinion, a striker is one of the last places I should be looking at right now.
So Rasmus is ready then? You told me he wasn't ready before. Is he ready?
No, I'm not saying Rasmus is ready, but there's other positions that need to be filled. I don't have a left back. I barely have any centre backs. I barely have a midfield. A striker, I have Højlund up top, even though he may not be the best. There is more positions that need to be filled at my club rather than paying 75 M's for a striker.
I hear what you're saying, but Corey, who's got your most goals for United?
McTominay.
And how many goals is he on?
like 10, I think.
Well, in the Premier League, he's on 7. Yeah, McTominay scored 7 goals in the Premier League, jointly with Højlund. I think Rashford's on 7 as well, or 6. Garnacho, I think, is on 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You've got no one in your team that scored more than 7 goals.
Okay, and how? And
so
why
I'm not saying, and so that's not me saying, bro. That's not me saying, oh, like a striker is the biggest thing you need, but a striker is definitely something you need if no one can get over 7 goals.
That's
on game week 30.
But we need a midfield to start creating chances for my striker. If I have McTominay playing in that midfield, what's going to happen?
I don't know. Listen, bro, I'll be real. I'm not saying you're not, bro. United aren't only gonna. If you spend 80 mil on Toney, you're not only gonna buy a striker. Obviously, you're gonna strengthen in other places.
But my point is, I don't want to spend 80 M's on a striker then loan in a midfielder. I'm not with that.
But I don't think that.
Because that's something that will happen.
I don't know. We'll have to. It's Ineos, in it, so it's something new, and we haven't seen what they're gonna do in it. But let's keep it real, bro. You've got no bona fide goal scorers. When Højlund got injured, it was literally the end of the world for you, man. I have man punching their own pillow because Højlund got injured. Because hold on, let me land. When Højlund got injured, I've never seen Ty raise his voice like that ever. Højlund got injured and he acted like, bro, like a madness went down in United. And you know what I'm saying? Bro, Højlund getting injured meant Rashford had to go up front and everyone was going, fuck's sake! Like, that's the energy man was having because Rashford had to go up top. You man need a striker, Cuzzy. You man need a striker, bro.
We've been going. Monto, we've been going.
You need a goal scorer.
But Monto, we've been going. Fuck's sake, McTominay's playing in the midfield. Fuck's sake, Bruno's playing in the midfield again. Fuck's sake, Casemiro's the only one we've got right now. We've been saying that for ages. Fuck's sake, why is Lindelof playing left back?
That got injuries, no?
Fuck's sake, Evans.
But McTominay shouldn't even be starting. Look, if you're bro, you've had midfield issues because of Mason Mount's injuries and Amrabat being a shit loan. If you talk about Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, and Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes, listen, I'm not saying that's the greatest midfield. For me, one of them has to go. But Mason Mount's a new signing, so we don't know what you're going to get from him. We don't know. He's still a new signing in my opinion. He hasn't played enough to label him a flop or to label him a success. We haven't got a big enough samples as of him playing on the pitch.
We have nothing really. We have nothing.
Yeah, you don't have nothing to judge of Mason Mount yet. Obviously, you've got Kobe Mainoo, who is Kobe Mainoo, one of the good things that's happened to United recently. And Casemiro is still good enough to play. You know what I'm saying? And so obviously you're going to need more midfielders.
They're looking to be sold.
But McTominay's not a mainstay.
But Monto, like if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, Toney is great him coming in. But Monto, yeah, as much as we're saying, oh, Ineos is this new thing, I can't trust Ineos. I can't just sit there and go, oh, they're going to bring in Toney and then they're going to bring in all these other midfielders. I've got to accept and remember what my club has been doing. And I remember clearly that they will bring in a big player, take years in the transfer window, then come to the end of the transfer window, we'll loan in another midfielder or we'll loan in a left back. It happened last season. So I'm not with that. I'm not
trying to sit there and go, different regime now, bro. It's a different regime.
Huh?
Different regime.
That's great. No, I'm not with the new. Wait, hold on a second. What new regime? I haven't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, because the window ain't open yet.
If I see them go and spend ATMs, yeah, on Toney, then they loan in a midfielder. I think nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in my eyes. Because if you do that, then
I do agree with partly what Corey's saying that put it this way, if the largest part of the budget is spent on the striker, if I was a United fan, I wouldn't be happy in it. If I was a United fan, but I disagree that a striker isn't a position you need because I think it's the last thing you're looking at. I disagree with that because for me, Højlund's still learning, isn't it? He's taken leaps and bounds from what he was at the start of the season to the player he is now. I agree. I've seen changes, I've seen improvements, and he has got a lot better. But what I will say is he is young. The inconsistencies are going to be there, and if you become extra reliant, because players like Martial are going to be going, Rashford, we know is not a number 9. We know he can't play there, innit? So putting him up there is just a waste of time. And then now we're getting to You brought out this Amari Forson guy. I don't know if we're going to see him again. What's happening there? To me, I haven't seen enough in it. So
Casey, he goes on the list of youth that they brought through, alive, and the South London
yeah. So you get it. Like for me,
Yeah, bro, you can do a thing.
Hoyland's
Good
all
luck
you've
to the
got.
kid. Just like Kobe.
Now, of course, Hoyland's all you've got, and that's not going to be enough, despite how good we think Hoyland is going to be. That's not going to be enough, innit? So,
Bro, but for me, Casey, yeah, for me, the way I look at it is, yeah, bro, like, why are my attackers, like, I've just watched Rashford have a successful season of scoring 30 goals, yeah, 30 goals last season. Why has things changed?
Because last season you played to his strengths, and this season you're not playing to his strengths.
Right, so we're trying to play differently, and Rashford is not thriving in that system. Why is my team not making enough chances? Why is that? Because of my midfield. We have let Pogba go, and we have not replaced that. Yeah, we let Fred go. We haven't replaced that part either. We haven't replaced that. Yeah, if Martinez is injured, we're in big trouble. If Varane's injured, we're even in more trouble. Yeah, Luke Shaw, if he's not there, we're in serious trouble now. Yeah. Why am I looking at a striker rather than looking at trying to revamp my defense in Luke Shaw's injury prone? Malacia hasn't played a single game and he's got a double knee injury.
I'll be real. Don Diamond is losing his head right now because we will start another season with a 20-year-old leading their line after back-to-back seasons of scoring less than 60 goals. What team does that?
Listen, Corey has a point that United shouldn't just be focusing on a striker.
I agree.
However, you do need a striker. I know. I'm talking to Corey. United do need a striker, though. You can't, like, even if you get a centre back, you get a left back, you get a midfielder, you still need a striker. Hoyland is not good enough to go again another season.
I'd rather loan in a 30-year-old good striker. That's at the end of his contract. I'd rather do that and go and buy me a better midfield and better defense.
Like what you guys did at Weghorst.
Because you done that with a Weghorst last season. Like, what are you gonna get? Just a stopgap that doesn't really benefit.
I'd rather have a stopgap, bro.
But that doesn't benefit Hoyland.
It's easier to find a talented striker than it is to find a good midfielder and a good centre back. It is easier to find a good striker. Yeah, remember how my club is. It's not like I can sit there and say, "Oh, we're gonna go buy this," and then we'll start looking at this and buying this, and then we're gonna look at this and buying that. That's not going to happen. I have to look at how my club is and how my club has been run. Yeah, because there's no loyalty to Ineos. I haven't seen Ineos do anything for me at this moment in time. There's nothing that they have done that is convincing me that things have changed. So the way I see it as of now, I don't want you buying that because I don't know if you're going to go and buy something else. I don't know that. You guys can't sit here and guarantee me.
So if say, for example, Corey,
on Toney and go and buy me a good
just
midfield.
before we go, because the England game started, yeah. Just a quick question. If, say, for example, Ineos went and got a left back and a midfielder, yeah, and maybe loaned in a centre back, yeah, didn't touch the striker position, would you be happy?
No, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy. I would never be happy because in my eyes, I want everything fulfilled. Bro, believe me when I say this, yeah. I want Toney. I do want him, but I also want a midfielder and I want defense. But it's not going to happen. So I'm never going to actually be happy. But if I had to choose which one I want to assure more, remember, yeah, we have scored less goals, yeah, around the same goals as Luton, which is stinky. But how many goals have I conceded?
I need to double check.
How many goals have I conceded, bro? For me,
yeah, but part of why you're conceding so many goals, like Onana, you forgot how bad he was the first half of the season.
But then at the same time, yeah, a big reason why we've conceded.
You know what's mad? Corey, you've conceded 39 goals. Tottenham have conceded more goals than you. Villa have conceded more goals than you.
But bro, I want to be at the top level. I don't just want to be sitting around
I'm just saying, Corey, but your thing's a process. You can want to be at the top all you want. You're far from the top, bro. It's a process, bro.
Right.
It's not going to get to the top in a year.
So the way to do things is you start from the back.
But we're saying but statistically, I'm saying that the defense and the goals that you're leaking isn't a Mazzolini. Like, you conceded 39 goals as it stands. So I said Tottenham and Villa have conceded more goals than you. And if you look at the top teams in Arsenal, Liverpool, and City have conceded 28 goals. You know what I'm saying? You conceded 11 more goals than Man City.
Sure. And if United scored more goals, wouldn't that also take the pressure off your defense?
They'd be fourth. They'd be fourth, easily be fourth.
Because you'd be able to kill off games quicker. You'd be able to kill off games, meaning your defense would have less pressure on them.
But then you look at it, yeah. If we scored more goals, well, how do we score more goals? By creating chances. How do you create chances? By having a good midfield.
Yeah, of course, but of course,
and also having a good striker.
But you had the same. You could arguably say that on paper you had a worse midfield last season, and Rashford scored 30 goals. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the advantages of having a top goal scorer in your team when someone's playing to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? And we're not saying chance creation don't matter, and you definitely have a point in terms of midfield. But you got to remember, with your team, you also have had a lot of injuries, and you've had a lot of chopping and changing to do with your team. Do you know what I'm saying? You had a lot of chopping and changing to do, as well as players not being good enough in their respective positions. And there's also, not one thing to blame Man United's downfall. There's not one thing. There's 100 things to blame when it comes to Man U. But the striker position certainly stands out as one of the main positions, as well as a defender, and as well as maybe another midfielder. I think you need a main stake in all three. But obviously, it's it's one window. You can't get a main stake of bang, bang, bang. You can't get a main stake in it.
So wait, are you saying above all, if I had to choose one, which am I choosing? You think a striker's the best one?
No, I don't think a midfielder is the best one at the moment, because I think Mainoo has probably saved you about 100 million. He's probably saved you 100 million.
Yeah, but also Man United should not be relying on Mainoo.
No, of course
but they're
not.
going to. They're going to have to, lad.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to. But I'm saying at least the emergence of Mainoo can buy them an extra year, maybe. It could buy them another season or another window.
You know what it is? Can invest somewhere else. You've got to think about players potentially leaving as well. Like McTominay, they're saying they're offering him a contract, but he's nearly at the end of his contract. You've got Evans that's potentially retiring. I don't even know. Yeah. You've got Maguire that's obviously was on the market last in January, so he most probably will be on the market again this season. Like there's a lot of players on the market for my team right now, or potentially leaving at the same time. Casemiro, for example. Like if we lose Casemiro, what happens next?
Yeah, no, of course, Corey, you're gonna bring in players, bro, and it's gonna have to be a start of a new sort of process. It's gonna be a clear out. But as you said, like to say you don't need a striker with your goal.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying
your goal scoring. Like you said, you said the striker is the last thing you need. Your goal scoring.
Yeah, I'm more looking at my defense and my midfield.
But either way, but the evidence states that your goal scoring over the last 2 years has been the biggest thing. But that's where we'll probably agree to disagree. Like in front of goal, your highest goal scorer has 7 goals. You scored 39 goals.
I haven't seen us control the game in about 2-3 years.
You know what I'm saying? But you came third last year. You came third last year. So.
And also, you also don't factor in a better manager. You'll be coached and drilled better.
I don't even know if we'll have a new manager. You can't guarantee me we'll have a new manager.
We'll finish with the last super chat. We'll finish with the last super chat. It says Ethan says Corey's moving like Drake did on Monday, trying to sell us affirmations like his Sunday service. # we don't trust you. Yeah, Corey been in the hot seat for a lot of today. He's been in the hot seat. So listen, guys, England game started. We're going to be back tomorrow where we'll actually go through. We'll go through the tier list tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, we'll see who gets in the England squad. It's going to be a very interesting stream tomorrow. Latimus, feel free to swing through if you want to talk about who you think makes the England squad as well.
I will, because you guys need a Southgate. You need a lawyer for Southgate, so I'll be as well.
I said a lawyer for Southgate. I love it, man. Listen, guys, tune into the game. Hope you guys enjoy the England game. We're going to be back tomorrow. Catch us on Never a Foul. in the morning, obviously, Troops TV at 1:30 as well, and a daytime stream with me, Cass, and maybe Roms, depending on availability. So, guys, make sure you subscribe. We are 5 subscribers away from 8.8K, so make sure you do get subscription done, and make sure you smash the like button and leave a comment on what you guys thought of the youngsters conversation, and obviously Ivant, Toney to Man United. Take care, people. We'll see you soon. The outro wants to play today.
Oh my God. Bro. I was 1 game off 7 bags.